Hey, how you doing? Nice you could join us today. I know I have your attention. What in the world is cable pushing? And if you have it, is it something that you want? Maybe you need to go to the doctor and get a pill or some cream that you can rub on it. It'll clear up in a day or two. Is it something you want to give to a friend? I don't know about that. I don't even know if I want it myself. So what is it? Cable pushing. Tell you what, it is something that can save your hide, save your neck, save your back. Here, come with me for a minute and let's look at some stuff. Here, we're going to look up at what? Beams on the ceiling. Look at that. That's a beautiful cedar beam up there. It only weighs about 300 pounds, but you don't want to crawl up a ladder with that on your shoulder. This one either. Look at that one. Same, about 300 pounds. Now this one right next to us here, on the ceiling here, this one's one of my favorite ones. I really like this one. That was hung from the loft. You up in the loft, cable down from a beam up in the loft, set this one into place, that one right there. That one was easy. And over here, oh, there's a whole bunch, and yeah, look at all of those. Oh, beautiful. Love beam work. Oh, yes. Whether it's sawn square or hewn with an axe or round log stuff, beautiful stuff. Really like it. Now these in here, these are from an episode that we did several years ago, stretched cable up all over the place to get them into place. And eldest son, he says, Pop, there's got to be an easier way than that. And we were out on the job site one day, and that rascal came up with an idea. Really good one. Now, we call it cable pushing. And today, we are going to show you what it is. And you can decide whether you want to give it to a friend, or are you going to keep it all for yourself and don't want to go see the doctor to get a pill to make it go away, because it'll save your back. I got things set up outside. I've been putting this off because I wanted to do something with this when we were setting something of size into place, like a log truss, or maybe something that weighed maybe 500 or 1,000 pounds. And what we're doing, it only weighs like 150 pounds a piece. I got six pieces of trim to put up. It's set up. Let's go see. And you can see what is cable pushing. Okay. We're going to see if this side is better. We'll put the other one. There, what a clunk. Oh, these beams, ha, of all the places for something to come from, all of this big timber stuff that used on the house, it all came from the M store. It came from the M store. Menards, this stuff. I was going through the catalog, not the catalog. Well, I guess so. Online. You know, their online website, that thing. And what did they have there? 8 by 8, 10 by 10 timbers that are southern yellow pine. Southern yellow pine is a very unique wood. Look at this down here. See the grain pattern in here? Can you see that on there? Those trees that produce this wood, they were growing between like 1/2 inch to 1 inch in diameter every year, just growing like a rocket. Just wham! Look at that. And with that heavy grain, you can do some really cool stuff. If I show you some pictures of the porch, the beamwork, the 8 by 8s and the 10 by 10s, that we added the most unique character to by a combination of pressure washer and buffer. We blasted that stuff with the pressure washer, blew the grain, the summer growth. We blew that, just blasted it out of there. And then, it took a while. Oh man, yeah, it took a while with the buffer, the handheld. Both of the one you saw me use here and the other one, the two of them, they're similar, but they use the same bristles. One's a cup and one's a disc. But that beamwork, it took almost an hour per lineal foot. What did it take? An hour per, I suppose that's getting close. An hour per lineal foot for the beamwork that's on there to put that stuff together. And then we used this same timber stuff, the 3 by 12 that you see right here. We use that on the roof. You go, oh man, that is such overkill. Well, I suppose it is. But what we put on there right off the bat was the finished product. We didn't have to add more 2 by 4s. I fastened a piece of aluminum to the house, what were they? They were bent, a quarter inch thick aluminum that made this flangey thing that could bolt these beams to, which was the roof deck, and that allowed to do it all in one shot. It's overkill, and yet it was, I think, a lot faster. And then the cost was really pretty good. Because these things, when I bought them from Menards, they were, what? They were like 23, no, 41, 47, 40, about 45, 46, 47 bucks a piece. So when I used them on the roof of the porch roof, they were cut back to 8 feet long. So it cost me less than $25 a lineal foot to put this stuff on the roof, and it saved a huge amount of labor. Because to do it all in one shot, the part that got fastened to the roof, to the wall of the house, also became the roof of the porch, and it was just, in a lot of ways, much faster. And you look at it now and you go, oh, it's so massive, so huge. True, massive, huge, big, overkill. If there's a tornado, go stand under the porch roof. You'll be okay. But I like it. And that's maybe what's most important. Yeah, my porch roof, I like it. You can build yours whatever way you want to and be happy. Sure, fine, good. Make it all out of aluminum screen, fluffy. The wind comes along and tears it down. The wind ain't gonna tear this one down. So how come those posts look green? They do look green, don't they? That's because the 8x8s and the 10x10s to make this structure, they are pressure treated material. Yeah. Made for pole barn stuff, farm, livestock. I suppose that's also why it's, maybe that's why it didn't cost so much. It's made for guys that got to make a profit. Farming. Farming's not an easy chore, tell you what. Those that can make it farming, they got a few things, they got to have their stuff together. They're going to make it as a farmer. Tell you what, being a farmer today, that ain't easy. What's the matter, you wonder, huh? Well, here. Look, I will show you. Right there. The space.
Let's get that wrapped.
It's a 1/4 inch space at the bottom. I'm gonna shave it off so it fits right. Now the difference between when there's a girl that's being filmed or the guy that's being filmed, when it's the guy that's being filmed, when you take the drill and you're done using the drill and you hook it on your back pocket, when it's the guy that's being filmed, you don't film that part. It's just a non-factor. But if it's the girl that's being filmed.
Okay.
Okay, it's 3 3/8 over.
Okay.
There, you got it snugged in. You got to see that. It went cook, 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 cook. So, I told you I'd show you what was behind the the towel that I took out of the scrap stuff, not out of the wife's good towels to cover this. I don't know if I need a... Yeah, I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off so you can see what's behind it, because it's just a regular buy it at the hardware store winch. An old one that I modified. Okay. This is on there so that it doesn't scratch the wood up. I can twist to turn it and it won't hurt the wood and mar it up. Okay. This is a piece of tubing that I put on here. And it has a little, if you can see right here, the little bracket thing that I welded onto the end. It was a washer, a thick washer, and then this piece of 2x4 steel tubing is the 1/8 inch wall steel tubing that I just cut to weld to it to give me enough of a surface so it didn't waddle around or tip over. Okay, but very simple. About an hour to fit this on and clean it up so it's nice. But it's just a buy it at the hardware store winch. Oh yeah, then I fitted this other cable in it. You have to replace them because they keep getting shorter every time you put something up. It gets about 6 inches shorter, so you have to replace it every once in a while because you use up the cable and it's not long enough anymore. This is 1,700 pound break point 1/8 inch cable. Okay, so all good. We'll catch you on the other side. Sorry about that. I was having a snack while I was waiting for the camera girl. And nothing like watermelon on a sultry hot summer day. Wow, is it warm. We have switched to, as I said, we would go to this guy. Battery operated Polzo. Very nice. Now, we have refitted this with some different cable. Since this is what we use on heavier loads, the cable that have in here, we get it from McMaster car, or McMaster.com. It is 3/16 diameter. It's 6/19 as far as the cable. But this is a strand core. I'll even give you I'll put the part number on the screen so you can see it. Because this is really good stuff. If you're picking stuff up that's heavy, you can max out this machine with this cable. You won't break the cable, okay? Don't want anything to land on your head. Then, with a heavy load, you have to have a better anchor than what we have up there. We're only picking up 150 pounds. You go to 500 or 600 pounds, you got to have something better. Now this is, we get these parts, well, the washer, this is actually just a washer with a piece of 1/2 inch Schedule 80 pipe that's inside of it, and a 1/4 inch bolt that's drilled through it, and it's welded into one solid unit. This is very nice, but you can fasten this, and we'll use the 6 3/8 inch long, this long, GRK screws, and we'll put 6 of them and fasten them up to a ridge beam or something where there's substance up there, someplace that can hold the load that you're putting on. You don't want it to drop on your head. But this works very nice. They weld up real nice and smooth and clean. Okay? So that's that, and one thing you have to watch with these is the cable back feeding and getting sloppy cable inside of it. Oh yeah, and for the cushion, this is just a couple pieces of heavy belting, nylon belting. Got to get the watermelon out of here. Don't want anything to happen to it. That's the rest of my snack for later. Look at that, it's just hanging in there. Light as a feather, huh? I don't know if it gets any easier than that. Just push the button. What do you think, lady? I still got to put the screws in it, but I can't hear you. There you are. Hey, this is an adventure. Where is it? Ah, I knew I brought some over. There, where are you? Whenever we put these up, I put 6 of these into something where there is enough something to put it into. 6 of these, okay? Hold it up on the ceiling where nothing comes down. We've never dropped a log ever, ever. There's times where where I put 20 of these at a time together because we had a place for them to go. Because you use them once and they stay up there. Stay in the ceiling. You never get them back, ever.